Ladies and gentlemen from England, howdy. Rory's my name, and I'm here with Richard Webb, and we are located at a old mine site, which is about 4 k's west of Mount Lyell, copper mine, and we are overlooking. Well, at the back of me, you can see the Philosopher's Ridges, which were named in around probably 1875 by early Tasmanian surveyors. And if Richard takes the opportunity to pan over to his left, you'll see way over to the west of me, the outline, I hope, of the west coast of Tasmania, right, which is about 13 k's as the eagle flies. So what we have out there is over to the west is the original foot tracks from the west coast over to the mountains of the west coast, where all the minerals were, they hoped. And in that foreground, immediately, it's looking south now, right, down to Mount Jukes, yeah, Mount Darwin, Mount Huxley, but sadly they are all under cloud, which makes your eyes a little bit hard to adjust to the horizon. But we're basically at this point about 3.5 k's from the town of Queenstown, and we are actually looking now at the old West Lyell open cut, the Mount Lyell mine, basically, right? That which is on the southern flank of Mount Lyell, which is, of course, named after your great scientist of the 19th century, Sir Charles Lyell, who, as it turned out, was a bit of an ignominious, pious prick of a man who wouldn't listen to reason. And Huxley and Darwin eventually mauled him severely. So we're out looking east to the foothills of Mount Sedgwick, named after Professor Sedgwick, the great English geologist. And sadly, to the immediate north of that is Geikie, Mount Geikie, named after who's been termed the father of modern English geology. And then we have in the foreground Davies Hill, which, as it turns out, is the only hill in the region named after anyone of any consequence. And I happen to live just in the foreground of Davies Hill, and it was named after the general manager of the Beaconsfield gold mine, who was one of the initial investors of all the prospecting syndicates down here, right? Which I'm marking back to the time of about 1878 to about 1892, where there were something like about 40 prospecting syndicates, all funded by Tasmanian and English money. Here we are at the Madam Howard's Barite mine, which was first mined in 1910, and we're at an old dump, like an old Fossickers hole. It's one of mine from the early 90s. I was up here looking for big crystalline chunks of barite to basically study it. Yeah, just to study it, right? And as you can see all around us, there's a mixture of this barite, crystalline form, sometimes up to about 4 or 5 inches wide, if you can find the veins, and they're all under our feet. And one day, I guarantee you, I will mine this. Absolutely. So what we're doing is looking for barite. That's 99.98% pure barite. It's equal of the best in the world, this stuff. No one knows about it. West Coasters, as a rule, are generally very slow and kind of unconcerned about their own backyards and what's here, what's underneath their own asses, as it just turns out. But that's the barite. And Richard, I hope, it is going to take this back to you artists in, you budding artist in, at London University.
Bristol.
Bristol.
University of the West of England, yeah.
Sorry. And make your way where, just how versatile this barium is, and to hopefully give you an insight into the various pigments which you guys shall be forced to actually comprehend where they actually come from, and why they are valuable to you as painters.
Okay.
Cheers.
Hi. Hope you enjoyed that fantastic mine adventure with Rory. Extraordinary. That was just bits of gravel that you think are nothing but are barium. This behind me is barium. This is the paint. This is what it gets translated into. This wonderful kind of pale, slightly green undertow to it. Often sometimes called primrose yellow, but it's actually barium yellow. And I just want to show you what it looks like as a pigment, because it is gorgeous. So there you have it, that lovely yellow colour. It's very, very intense. Okay, that's it.